Hello and welcome to 360 Gamercast episode 57 for Tuesday, the 2nd of February 2021. I'm your host Mark Webb, Gamertag Pearson on the Steam ID Webby360G, and joining me on this fine evening is...
Buying up some shares in game, Cinema Dan.
And a tired Sensei Switch.
Yay!
That's it.
Well, it's a Patreon. It's a Patreon show.
I know. Less of you guys seem to want to turn up for the Patreon shows.
Well, Peeps, he's gone on record that he doesn't even get paid either way. So I'm not sure what the problem is. I think his ego needs stroking a little bit. He wants everyone to hear his dulcet tones.
Yeah. Well, he needs to play more games than just Call of Duty as well.
Well, he saves them up, doesn't he? He saves all these Chivos up and just dumps them all on us.
Yeah. Well, Peeps got a bit upset with me this week because I've been doing a little bit of Chivo whoring myself.
Okay.
And he was worried that I'm going to beat him on the monthly gamer score leaderboard.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I've beaten him or not because I never look at it. I just fancy doing a little bit of Chivo whoring, but I'll get to that a bit later. I've had a bit of an interesting week. So if you were listening to the show last week, I mentioned about my ankle and a trampoline and snow last Sunday. I kind of left it. Oh, man, it's been bloody sore. So I decided to go to the hospital.
Oh.
Yeah, on Thursday, and got an X-ray, and I've got to wait till bloody tomorrow, Monday, to get the results of the X-ray. But the nurse had a look at it and reckons there's a very small fracture on my ankle.
Yeah, it's fucked, mate.
So they give me this lovely support to wear, so I look really cool wearing this support. And so that's that. It's just really weird because like when on the day it happened, it was just a lump, and then as the days went on during the week, my whole foot was just getting more bruised and bruised. I was like, this don't look right, and it was just getting more sore and sore and sore as the days were going. I was like, I've got to bloody do something about this. But I tell you what. This is a bit right. So I rang. So my missus was like, "Ring 111." I was like, "All right, I'll ring 111." And they were fucking useless. They were just like, "Oh yeah, well you need to ring your doctors, make an appointment. They'll see you, and then decide if you need to go and have an X-ray." And I was like, "You ain't having a fucking laugh, man. It's taking ages. I just want to get it sorted." So anyway, my missus reminded me that I've got Bupa through work. I always forget that I've got that, and they got this app on your phone. So I booked an appointment. Guess how long it took me to get an appointment? A video appointment with a doctor. It took 10 minutes. 10 minutes it took to get a video appointment.
Outrageous.
So within 10 minutes, I was having a video chat with a doctor, and he was like, "Yeah, don't look right. Don't look very good." It's like, "Yeah, I know." And he said, you need to go straight to A&E, mate, and just see if it's been fractured because it looks not good. He said, "Why didn't you go on the day it happened?" I was just like, "Just don't want to go. COVID, blah blah blah." He's like, "You should have gone, but yeah. If they ask, just say you spoke to us and we told you to go down." And A&E were brilliant. It was bloody dead. It was like 3 people there, like 3 patients in all of A&E. So I got seen really, really quick actually in the hospital. I was in and out in a couple of hours. It was great. So that's my story for the week. Apart from the second part of the story.
Yeah.
Well, my missus has been really ill this week as well.
Yes. How is she?
She's actually feeling a little bit better this afternoon.
Good.
She's actually managed to get out of bed. So we thought she might have had COVID because she had all the symptoms. She'd not been out of bed for over 2 days. She's only, as I say, just managed to get out this afternoon, and actually went and got a drive-through COVID test yesterday. You can't believe that's a thing. You drive to this car park, right, and they give you this kit, and you do all the swabs and all that in the car, and then you drop it off in a bag at the end. and then they text you the next day to say if you got COVID or not.
She hasn't got COVID.
And she hasn't got COVID. Got the text today. She hasn't got COVID.
That means she needs to be looked after, and you should you should leave her in bed and do all the housework and look after the kids.
Well, I've been looking after her. So the thing is, I'm going to be working from home all weekend. I had to book the weekend off as holiday, last minute holiday, just to bloody look after the kids and her. So I've
That's fine. It's fine. That's what a good husband does.
I've booked holiday. I've done more work on my holiday looking after everyone than I would have done sitting on my butt.
That's
in front
not
of a computer.
work, for crying out loud. That's not fucking work. It's looking after your family, doing responsible
I
things.
tell you, yeah, but I've got like a fucked ankle. My boys had me on my feet all day, and my ankle is killing me now.
Well, just tell him it's just tell him it hurts, and then that's it. You know,
mate, you haven't got kids. You just
I know.
It's not easy.
I'm glad I haven't got kids. It sounds like a conveyor belt of fun.
Yeah. So my boy is now. He keeps on saying, "Dad, when are we going to go back on the trampoline again?" And I'm not going back on it for a little while, mate. Yeah. So it's been my week. It's been one hell of a ride. So
excellent.
Yeah. News this week. So there's been a little bit of news actually, hasn't there, guys?
There's been a lot of news.
Yeah, I probably don't have it all written down, but one of the one thing that I did see, which was cool, which made me happy, MLB The Show. So obviously, everyone knows I'm a huge baseball guy, and Sony have had the license. Sony Santa Monica Studio have had the license for MLB, the official baseball license for ever. And I haven't got the article in front of me. I'm just going from memory here. There was a thing a couple of years ago saying that Sony and Santa Monica are being forced to make the game multi-platform because it's apparently it's a monopoly. Bringing out a sports game.
There aren't really many other sort of competition when it comes to baseball games on consoles, really.
No. So today, I've seen it all over the internet. Box art of MLB The Show 21 for the Xbox. Oh, I was fucking
happy?
Yes. Well, apparently it's coming out on PC the same day as well, so I'm doubly happy because I don't have to leave the room and I can game up here.
You can play rounders on your computer in your room.
Yeah. So I'm really happy. I've seen. I did venture onto Twitter for a short amount of time today. And as I said, I'm trying to really limit it. Trying to really limit my social media time at the moment. So I went on, and it was just full of Sony fanboys up in arms that their precious baseball game is going on to other platforms. So it gave me a little bit of a chuckle.
At least a year or so by now. You'd think they'd realise.
Yeah. So I'm really happy because my PlayStation, to be honest, just doesn't really get turned on much. So to be able to play MLB The Show on a different system would be nice. I didn't actually buy last year's game because COVID and didn't watch any baseball, to be honest, because it was shit with no crowds and that. So hoping it's better this year.
Good.
Yeah. Another piece of news. Oh, God's sake, I got the wrong thing there. Bit of Dougie for you. What was my other piece of news? Apologies. Oh, yes, Xbox Live. Xbox Live now has over 100 million monthly active users, which is a lot of people. And Game Pass has now reached 18 million subscribers. That's a lot of people. So, that's my piece of news. And the biggest piece of news this week, do you remember, I remember talking about this on the podcast years ago, there was that rumoured GoldenEye remake that had been made for Xbox Live on the Xbox 360, and then it got canned. Well, you can watch a full playthrough of that version of the game on YouTube, which is absolutely insane. So I watched a lot of it today, and oh man, I really wish that they'd brought this out on Xbox Live back in the day. That would be so much fun. But there are rumours now, because this has been leaked, there's rumours circling the internet that this might actually see the light of day on the current generation of consoles. So, of Xbox consoles anyway, because it's rare. So that would be cool. And I believe the reason it was canned before is because Nintendo own some of the licensing or something. You know what Nintendo are like. They're a bunch of arseholes when it comes to their
it would have
stuff.
either been the James Bond license or because of the Nintendo thing.
Yeah. But yeah, it was this just surfaced online out of nowhere, and it's just really cool to see the up-resed Nintendo 64 graphics. It's just quite interesting. And even in this video as well, at the end of the YouTube video, they showcase the multiplayer in action as well, which is pretty cool. So it was all there. It was all there, ready to rock and roll back in the day. And so I remember talking about it on the podcast back in, but yeah, I think when we launched, like 2008, I talked about it in 2009 or whatever as well. And 2021, it resurfaces. It's pretty nuts.
So we played this to death back in when I was a student.
Yeah.
You actually get four joy pads together in one room, a bit of gear, tons of beers, and then play GoldenEye instead of studying for about 12 hours straight.
Oh yes, I loved playing GoldenEye. I mean, this was my youth. You know, when I was in secondary school, a bit younger than you, Dan. I was about 14, 15. I remember playing this. I had a hell of a lot with my mates. You know, it was back in the day when, you know, you and your friends used to go around each other's houses. You know, before the days of the internet, and you'd have to play 4-player on one system.
On one small telly.
Yes. But that's what the N64 was great for. You know, had the 4 controller ports already on the front of it, and you can just whack the controllers in, unlike the PlayStation, which needed a multi-tap. But yeah, I just thought that's a cool piece of news, and a bit of a shocking one, really, to be honest.
Cool.
That's all the news I had written down. Is there anything extra that you guys want to talk about?
Can we just briefly... Let me have a look. Briefly mention what's happening with GameStop. I think it deserves a little bit of coverage.
I don't know why I didn't write this down. Yeah, this is something I've been talking to Colin about a lot, actually.
Yeah, it's hilarious, isn't it? Well, I've been laughing quite hard.
Well, I mean, I've seen it happen to a few other institutions as well. One of them, the cinema chains out there.
AMC.
Yeah, and a few other places as well. I think BlackBerry was one of them as well.
It's sent to AMC. AMC had about $60 million worth of debt, which has been wiped out because of this, or been eliminated because of their share price increase. It's insane.
Wow.
I mean, I was looking about it earlier, and currently, because it's closed for the weekends, it's on GameStop is on $325 a share.
Wow.
And at one point, it went up to $347. So at the moment, from what I can tell, despite all of the so-called market manipulations by like Robinhood shutting down sales and selling and so forth, I think I haven't really delved too deeply onto any kind of message boards, because to me that's like, whoa, that's a little bit too deep, because I'm like a gleeful bystander at this, and I intend to remain so. But it's
it's gone up a lot, isn't it, Dan? Sorry. I joined that Reddit message board because I just wanted to know what was going on. I was just reading and it's just quite interesting just seeing all the posts, and it's mainly just memes, to be honest, and people just doing stuff for a laugh, you know.
Yeah, I mean, from what I can tell, they're basically saying don't sell, just keep holding it. Because the longer they hold it, because the hedge funds have to start paying back this money at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're still baffled by this, it took me a little while to get my head around it, but it's all down with shorting. By that, you kind of borrow a share that you think is decreasing, and then you kind of sell it back, or you buy it back at a lower value, so you pocket the difference, which is a completely immoral way of running anything, because you have all these hedge funds that are looking to basically strip mine all of these businesses they deem not worthy. Yeah. All these businesses they deem not worthy. Like, they're betting against their house. So they were betting against game, obviously, with the insider knowledge of, well, the outsider knowledge, I guess, of that everyone's moving digitally now, and trading of games is a thing of yesteryear. But all these arseholes are accelerating the demise of these companies.
Yeah. And that's what I was thinking about it, Dan. I was just thinking, because I didn't know anything about this short, and I had no clue. And then obviously this news story broke, so I had Colin explain it to me, and also read up about it as well. And I just thought, you know, when I was being told about what shorting is, I just thought that's really immoral. Like, I don't understand how that's a thing.
It's kind of how the financial crash of 2008 happened.
Yeah.
If you want a good movie to watch that goes through it, it's The Big Short.
Yeah.
I think it's out. I think you can see it on Netflix. Have a look. I'll have a look whilst we're talking.
Yeah.
But
Great cast as well.
Yeah, The Big Short will do the business for you, because this is what happened in 2008 in a microcosm, in a different factor. This is the little guy fighting back against the hedge funds.
So, but the thing I want to mention though, Dan, is one thing I think is quite what that I think a lot of people are quite happy about is this is like this the stock market is normally reserved for well-off people that know what they're doing and they're working for these big companies or whatever, and this is kind of this is a story about people clubbing together and using people power to one they fucked over the shorting company or whatever, and some people have made a lot of money from shares going up as well.
I would take a step back and say that it's still very dangerous what they're doing in terms of own responsibility of financial income. So at some point this is going to crash. There's going to be lots of people left out of pocket, and it could be people who've invested into GameStop, and but I think that the crux of it is that all the people that bought small and the shares are massive right now.
Yeah.
What have they got to lose? They literally bought in probably a few dollars a share.
Yeah.
The percentage increased. So this is basically Sam sticking two fingers up. And along the ride, a lot of people have drawn along the coattails of this and made a lot of money.
Yeah.
You also have to bear in mind that the stock market or Wall Street will find ways of closing these loopholes and tighten up regulations. So
and this is the thing that I mean you already saw, and that I think I see it as very corrupt. All these big
it is.
companies and these multimillionaires, and they're it's all it's all who right? And you saw that this specific Reddit club or whatever the fuck you want to call it managed to whoever it was managed to get Discord to shut their server down.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
But Discord have said they shut down because of hate speech or something like that.
Which is a load of bollocks, because now they've come back and they've reinstated their Discord server.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is the thing.
Big tech stepping in and stopping your average Joe from doing.
Yeah, it's bollocks, mate. It's bollocks, because what constitutes hate speech at the end of the day? They could have just they just fucking said that because I wanted to help their mates out at the end of the day. That's all it fucking is. It's wrong. It really is wrong. And I had a big smile on my face when all this news broke out, because it's just I love seeing the little guy or the people claim back some power from these rich cunts, and I'm glad it's happened. That hedge fund that lost billions of dollars, fuck them. They've got what they deserved at the end of the day.
But that money's not going. But that money's not going back to any of us. It's not. It's literally being tied up, and it's basically wherever it does end up, I suppose to a degree it would be tied up in other people's pensions and so forth. There's all this kind of underbelly going around where I got money invested, you've got money invested. Where does that money sit exactly? Who owns the pension pot? Who's dealing with it? And all these fuckers are dealing with it behind the scenes and doing risk on it. And all the profits they do cream off eventually. It all go in cocaine and boats anyway. So who cares? Fuck them.
Yeah. So that story, Dan, I thought it was very interesting, and it just made me laugh, because obviously people have different opinions on social media and that, and I just laugh because even Elon Musk, who's the richest man in the world now, was just fucking like, yeah, go for it, guys, and it's just making me laugh. But so it's been an interesting week, really. It'd be interesting to see what happens, because it's very different in America to the UK to buy stocks and shares. I think there's more regulation here than in America.
I would say so. Over there, it's like it's.
No, a lot of senators and stuff did take notice, didn't they, when it was all sort of blowing up? And
it probably affected a load of their mates
selling off the stocks and stuff.
Most likely.
Well, no, I think they were kind of sticking up for the little guys, not necessarily like these big companies. To a certain degree. I mean, it's the same with everything. If people group together, you have way more power than you think you have.
Yeah. Yeah, and they don't like it.
At the end of the day, if something comes out and you don't like it, and everyone's like, "Right, I ain't fucking buying that," you know what I mean? Then they're in the shit.
Yeah,
because they've obviously invested a load of money into something that people aren't interested
in.
Yeah. Hey ho, never mind, eh?
Yeah.
I think we'll just take a step back. I mean, if anyone's looking to get involved with this, with their own money, I'd say, whoa, hold on.
Yeah,
It's just
I
like
don't
the
think this was
you've
a
missed the
fluke, I
boat.
think.
You have missed the boat.
But because I saw that like the share price of GameStop was worth more than Apple and all these other massive companies. You know, it was just so funny. Yeah.
Well, what I wanted to touch upon at the end of this really is where does this leave GameStop at the end of it all? Because it's massively inflated in value.
Yeah.
It's got a business model that's failing. There's obviously cash coming to the business, but how do they manage themselves from now on? I haven't got a clue.
I don't know. I don't know.
I really don't know. Do they take this and try to look to restructure, or? But they're in a model because what's become more apparent these days is everything's online. No one goes to brick and mortar anymore. All the
anything.
Yeah, if you want to get a PS5, it's all on Bunfight online. I read earlier there's a news article. I think in Japan they tried to sell a load of PS5s in a shop.
Yes.
And they tried to do a lottery ticket system, but there was a mass crush for the fucking lottery tickets. You can't win. It's just it kind of makes me sad to a degree because I remember the old school video game shops, where the local knowledge and you actually get half decent trading prices, and you weren't being shoved some kind of bullshit points loyalty scheme every single time you go in there, or being patronised.
Well, this is the thing with Game Now, like Dan, because I've still got my original Game Reward card, and like the very time I used to go in there, probably over a couple of years ago, they would say, "Wow, I've never seen a card with this design before, whatever." But then every time I go in there, right, they try and sell you this fucking monthly fee or yearly fee. Oh, if you become a Game Premium member, you'll get more on your trade-ins. Man, it's like, what? I don't fucking give a shit about that.
I don't want to be.
It's to try and get you back as a recurring customer. It's just sort of like extra tactics to try and keep people coming back there. But to be honest, most people end up going to game for generally like a certain collector's edition that is exclusive to their store or whatever. Because we all know that you will pay pretty much retail price for a product from game. Like you won't get a decent deal on a title there.
No, or if you're trading in, if you want to get the latest console and want to trade in your old one.
That's the thing. I think back several years ago when I suppose video games were more scarce, they weren't as populous. I think the trading system was quite profitable for them because it was quite an easy turnaround. Because there was a lack of copies out there. But now you go into any CX or game, whatever, you've got copies and copies and copies of FIFA cards. Every single mass-produced, mass-market game, because they have no real kind of quality control over the titles they take in, or if they do. It's like, everyone jokes about being offered 10p, 20p for a title you spent 40 quid on, but that's how they kind of discourage it. But at the end of the day, if you've got a copy of FIFA 2015 sitting about, you don't want it sitting about. Okay, I'll take 10p for it. Before you know it, the shop's got fucking 20 copies of it.
The thing that makes me laugh, right? When you go to CEX, you look on their website, and it shows you the value of what they buy your product for, and then what they sell it for. They sell it for double what they buy it from you for.
Well, there's overheads and everything.
They must make a killing on that. Yeah.
There's overheads, but at the same time, you're not. The problem with stores like that, you can't actually order your stock in. You're relying on the patron to bring it in. So you try to create incentives for your customer to part with their games for. This is the problem. I mean, if you just spend 40 quid on the title, and you've got people like Ubisoft Sorry, Peeves, but yeah, they fucked you on that one. You know, spend 50 quid on a game, and then before you know it, it's half the price. And you go in and you go, oh, we'll give you 12 quid for it, mate. And I've had it for fucking 3 weeks. What's going on?
Yeah.
And this is the problem. You know, it's the whole ecosystem that doesn't quite have. I mean, they've built their hard bricks and mortar, and their business model of this whole trading model, and it's eroding away underneath their feet, and they don't help themselves at all. They don't help themselves, and then you've got this acceleration of digital.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, Darren, you're going to say something there.
Go on, Darren.
Yeah, no, I was just about to say, I mean, there was a point when you could they were doing reasonably good deals. So say a game came out, 2 weeks later a new game came out, and they'll be like, right, if you trade in this game that came out, like, say, 2 weeks ago, you can get this other new game for 10 quid or something.
Yeah. Yeah, they
kind of thing. So it was almost like, they obviously don't do it obviously anymore. But I'd always see adverts for like that, like trade in one of these titles and pick this up for like 10, 15 quid or something, and that was a pretty good deal then.
Yeah.
Well, what I have noticed, like 2 weeks. What I have noticed at game though, last time I went in there, they're relying a lot on merchandise as well now.
Pops and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, mainly pops, like hats and T-shirts. And
there's only so many fucking Funko Pops someone can own.
Yeah,
that's all I will say. Yeah, that market is reaching saturation point.
I can imagine.
And it's there's only. I mean, I hate to say it, mate, and I know you guys love your gaming T-shirts, but I look at some of these gaming T-shirts, especially the one from what's that company called? Coin.
Oh, Insert Coin.
Insert Coins.
Yeah, they're not very good quality. I had a few of those many years ago.
They're not. I look at the designs, and they're fucking awful.
Well, funnily enough, with Insert Coin, about 10, 15 years ago, the quality of their T-shirts used to be decent. And then I would say after about 5 years
ago, a lot of things used to be decent, mate.
And then
I've got a feeling, hopefully you don't hear this.
So after about
any free T-shirts, are we?
So after about 5 years, I bought another T-shirt from them, and it was fucking god awful. So I don't bother buying them anymore. I don't.
Well, even so, it's only. I mean, I think. Yeah, let's be honest. I mean, most kids, most teenagers grow out that kind of wear by the time they home.
I mean, I'm wearing my Nintendo T-shirt right now, right? Who wants to play video games? Come on, yeah.
I've got a Beastie Boys T-shirt on, mate. I haven't grown up at all, but I'm cooler than you.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what. Like, I do recommend T-Fury. Now they're an American T-shirt company. Well, and this is where I buy all my gaming T-shirts from, T-Fury. But don't buy more than 2 T-shirts because you'll get fucked for customs duty. Just pre-warning, yeah. But they're like $20 a T-shirt, and the shipping to the UK is like it's fuck all really. It's pretty decent. So
okay, there you go.
That's my recommendation. I've got loads of T-shirts from there. So fucking brilliant.
So it's Insert Coins. Prove us wrong with your latest designs. Get in contact. I'll take an extra large, please. No, prove us wrong. Prove us wrong. And if they're really good, we'll give you a big shout out. How's that? I don't get any freebies of this podcast.
Well, I don't either.
Let's try and get some.
I'm too busy, mate. I can't be fucked. I don't like to be a shill.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Yeah. So yeah. What was I going to say? That website is really, really good. That's it. Yeah.
Good.
But what I was looking for today, though, Dan, I don't know if you can help me with this. Obviously, I like my baseball caps.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I've got I'm getting my missus bloody sore throat in a minute. I'm trying to find decent gaming baseball caps, with like a Dreamcast logo on or something like that. But I can't fucking find any. I can't at all.
Insert Coins. Have you tried that?
No. Fuck off.
I had bought a couple of items. I bought some bits and bobs. I've had a look on the Sega shop. Have you checked the Sega UK shop?
Yes, I actually went on there today to see what they had, and they had some hats on there, but they looked shit.
It looks shit. Well, I can't help you there because I don't know what looks like a good baseball cap. I don't know.
Yeah. So I've got too many caps as it is, but I just wanted to.
Basically, you got some money to burn, haven't you?
No, I don't actually. I don't. And until my missus goes back to work. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I was just thinking because it's my birthday next week, so I was just thinking of birthday presents for myself. That's all. Yeah.
Very good.
I was thinking of. I have been pondering whether to buy myself a Series X for my birthday.
Yeah, and what does Leon say about that?
She's just brandishing a knife.
She wouldn't really give a shit, to be honest. But we did have a conversation about it, and it was just like, "Do you ever play your Xbox?" Really, I was like, "No, not really." It was, "Is there much point?" I was like, "Well, don't know really. I can play Monster Hunter and better graphics on the console."
Yeah,
that's about it, really. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, I almost I had a PlayStation 5 again in a fucking basket this week twice,
and it didn't happen.
It didn't happen because as soon as I put my email in, my address in, payment, chucked me straight out.
Why didn't you like? So this is a top tip, right? Try and find as many these shopping sites as possible and just creating a fucking account.
So well, I did that. I'd done that already. I was on the case, mate. I had autofill on my iPhone and everything.
Oh, okay. Well, that's the problem. You're using an iPhone, mate.
Because I'm using an iPhone. Don't get all fucking Android master race.
No, mate. Use your computer. Like, if you want to buy shit on a website, use a computer.
You try to do that, mate. I got an alert on my Apple Watch. Oh, Apple Watch. Right, okay. Immediately pick up my phone. I was literally there in 5 seconds. Boom, boom. I'm in. I'm in. To be fair enough, I did go and say 8 o'clock in the morning. I was doing this half blind because I just woken up. So it was a nerve-wracking, minute or so trying to get all that sorted out stock. So what I've learned, because I had the UK Hot Deals, not Hot Deals. What was it? Hot Stock, the app. Which, if you just use the freemium version, they alert you 3 minutes after stock are going on sale, as opposed to their premium members. Cheeky fuckers. And it costs $4.99 a month to be a premium member. Fuck off. So I got a tip. I'm not sure it was on the Facebook group, but I've downloaded PS5 Stocks Plus for $1.99. Was it on the Facebook? It was on Twitter, I think.
Yeah.
So it cost me $1.99, and so far I've opened it up. You can log into various countries to see stock going in live, and it literally updates stock or do checks every minute or so.
Yeah,
because I'm watching it right now, and it's literally checking, and I can see all the checks coming through, and then all the push notifications come through. So, boom! As soon as they go on sale, hopefully I will be in there.
Ding dong.
I'll let you know. I'll get on.
Yeah, how you get on, man.
Well, the rumor is that Amazon have got a big drop, a massive dump of PS5s this coming week.
Ooh.
Massive dump.
I know Sly's managed to get a PS5. It seems like other countries are getting more shipments than the UK. And he's enjoying
Australia had theirs first anyway, didn't they? As well.
And he's enjoying some Demon Souls. He's being new with it apparently. Well, I don't even know what other exclusives there are. Spider-Man, that's about it, isn't it?
Spider-Man, that's about it. There's a PS Plus game. That game was supposed to be out on launch. No, it's another one. The Demolition All Stars, or what you call it. I don't know what it was.
Oh, there was another one. Yeah, it's been delayed, isn't it? Yeah, what's it called? Oh, I can't remember.
It doesn't matter. We can't fucking play it. Darren can play it, but I can't fucking play it, so I don't care.
True.
So yeah.
Is that all the news anyway? Is that all the news?
I did have one more thing written down. It's not particularly interesting. It might make you giggle. I know you probably won't give a shit if I can find it. Where was it? Ninja Theory shutting down development on Bleeding Edge.
Okay.
So that game is still play it online, but they're not adding to it. Basically, it came out in March last year, I think.
Never played it.
I think I was reading it. The most concurrent players they had online was about 480. So
wow,
it is dead.
Wow,
dead on arrival. Dead.
I just don't know who's kind of after a like a Overwatch hero sort of like melee fighting game thing?
I know. No one.
Oh my god! I mean, I'll just put a video. It looks god awful. Oh, I did play this. This was on Xbox, wasn't it?
I remember you slagging it off. I mean,
it was
downloaded
their
it.
First release after basically Microsoft acquired them as a studio.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it came out as part of Game Pass, I think, wasn't it? Or just
it was. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember having one game in this, and it was god awful, and then I deleted it. Yeah.
Well, you can still play it, I think, but the good luck getting a game.
That's probably why I forgot I played it, because it's fucking on and remove it from my brain.
Well, this is the problem with games like this. That if you need a regular player base for it, and you're charging money, good luck getting an audience.
Yeah,
because without a single player campaign, you're putting all your eggs in one basket, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I was trying to be like Overwatch, but
it does look like shit. Does it looks like a PS3 game?
Yeah,
I wouldn't go that far. It did look reasonable when it came out.
PS2, mate. What about? Yeah. Okay. Shall we get into what we've been playing then? If we all our news, Dan, what have you been playing this week?
A shitload of fighting games.
To listen to the rest of this week's show, please subscribe at patreon.com/360gamercast. When you subscribe for as little as £5 a month, you get a podcast episode every single week of the year, an awesome Discord rank as well, with its own private chat room, and your own feed on any podcast app to listen to the show. It does not work with Spotify, however, so you'll have to use an app such as Pocket Cast, which I have to say is really, really awesome. Again, that website is patreon.com/360gamercast. You know you want to support the show. A £5 a month is not a lot of money to spend. Come on, guys. Don't be tight. £5 a month. Love you lots. See you on the other side.